This is the plaintiff, Lloyd Thompson. He says he's known the defendant for 20 years and can't believe it's come down to this, a lawsuit. He loaned the guy his car. The louse got into an accident, damaged another car, got a ticket, and never told him about either. The only reason he found out was because the city towed his car off the street because of all the fines and fees from the last 2.5 years. Sheesh, some people. He's suing for $1,646.93, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Decree Wervin. He says he never got a ticket in the plaintiff's car that he was aware of. And as far as the accident goes, there wasn't one. He can't believe the plaintiff allowed the fines to build up over 2 years. The guy never told him about any notices he received in the mail, so he thinks he owes nothing. He's accused of taking a close friend for a ride.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Lloyd Thompson?
Yes?
You are suing your longtime friend, Decree Wervin, for $1,646.93 for towing and storage fees when your car got towed due to a ticket he got when he borrowed your car, and for car damage that he committed in your car to another car. Talk to me and tell me, why is Mr. Wervin using your car?
They did borrow it to go to the airport to pick up someone, and I loaned him my car, and that was it.
Well, how long have you two known each other?
Oh, over 20 years.
Over 20 years? How long have you two known each other?
Over 40 years.
Over 40 years?
Yeah,
20,
20
40,
years.
it's all the same. All right, and why were you loaning him, how many times did you loan him the car, and why were you loaning him the car?
Many times. He just borrowed it to go to the airport to pick up someone.
That's the only time he ever borrowed it?
Yes.
So how many times did he borrow it to go to the airport?
Quite a few times.
What's quite a few, 5 or 50?
Within 10.
Okay. Now, when did you first find out that he'd gotten a ticket and not told you?
After my car was towed away, and I checked with the precinct, and I said to find out what happened. They told me that the car was towed away because a ticket was owed on it from March 30th, 07.
07. Now, when was your car towed?
August 18th.
Okay, can I see the paperwork from the fact that they towed your car? How long did it take you to take the car out of storage?
Next day.
Next day, okay? And then they told you that the reason it was towed was over one unpaid ticket?
Yes.
It says judgment, $399.28. How is that for a parking ticket?
That is for...
Let me see the parking ticket. That is for what?
The ticket. And the
Talk to me.
ticket and tow charges together.
I see that there's a ticket. I see that there's a tow. Do you have anything that links these two? In other words, you said they told me it was because of this ticket.
Right.
The ticket is a ticket for $115. The judgment is $399.98. I understand that a ticket of $115, if you ignore it, could end up having service charges and whatever else. Can I see that the $399.28 is for this ticket? Do you have some other paperwork that links these two? Meanwhile, how many times did you borrow his car? While you're looking for that, can you help him if he needs help? Okay.
I don't have a ticket here.
How many times did you borrow his car?
A whole lot of times. We've been friends for a long time.
How many times did you borrow his car?
About 30, 40 times.
Okay. And why are you borrowing his car? Why don't you drive your own darn car?
I didn't have a card when I borrowed his car. And even if I have my
Did you
car...
get a ticket?
I get several tickets.
Well, you get several tickets?
Yeah.
Oh, you say that like in your defense you've gotten several? You can't be expected to keep them all straight?
No. I get tickets with the car and pay the ticket. I did not know I get a ticket on that car.
How do you not know? Who else has an interest in your ticket on your windshield? It's a parking ticket, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
I didn't see a ticket on the car.
Did you get this ticket?
No.
How do you know?
Because I didn't get a ticket. I did not know of the ticket.
Okay, but were you driving the car when the car received the ticket?
Yes, it's possible.
And why do you think it's possible?
Because the restaurant that the car parked in front is the restaurant that the both of us go to.
That the both of you go to?
Yeah, we go to the restaurant together.
Okay, so why do you think it's you who got the ticket then?
Well,
Because in your
inside-
answer to the complaint, you make it sound like it's like, yeah, it's probably me who got the ticket.
Well,
it's a
I ha-
restaurant I go to. You didn't say it's a restaurant the two of you go to.
Yeah.
When did
But
you cook
it's-
that up? Here?
No, there's a possibility that I am the one who get the ticket. There was no denial with that when I found out where the car parked.
Okay. What happened in 3 years? Didn't you get a
Yeah.
single notice from the government saying, hey, you still owe this ticket that would like clue you in that there's a ticket out there?
No, I don't remember getting a
Nothing at all?
No, I don't remember
Because you
getting
know they sent
no.
it. I mean, because they want their money, they send out a notice that there's a ticket. Do you have any other paperwork regarding the ticket or no?
No.
Okay. All right, now you're also suing him for car damage. Tell me about that.
Okay, there was an accident that he was involved with, the car and a city vehicle, which he never mentioned anything to me about
He had
also.
an accident with a city vehicle?
Right.
When did that happen?
10/9/09.
When did you find out about it?
Because I got a letter from the citywide administration service.
Let me see that. And you got the letter when? In May of 2010. So you found out about this before you got towed.
Before the vehicle was
So
towed.
when you get this letter, do you call him?
Yes, I did call him the night.
Okay, and what did he say?
He said, well, I got one letter like that too. And that's all.
No.
Well, did he tell you what happened, whether he'd had an accident and how the accident
He said
happened
there
and
was
why
no
he
ac-
hadn't told you about it until then?
He said there was no accident of such.
So according to what he tells you that night, he has no idea why he's getting the letter.
Right.
Okay, what's going on? Did you hit a city car?
No, I did not hit a car.
Did the city say you hit a city car?
That's what they said.
Okay. Do you remember why they're saying that? Is there anything you can roll
Yeah, I
back
can
into
remember.
your head?
I remember it well.
Oh, you do?
I remember
Okay.
it well.
What happened?
I was parking his car,
Of course.
right?
Of course, his car.
Parking the car, and then by the time I get out of the car, I finish parking, the lady in the car jump out the car and start to shout, "You hit my car, hit my car." She talking to me. I said, "No, you can't talk to me. You're not talking to your husband."
So she can only talk to her husband like that.
Yeah,
she can't talk to the guy who just hit her car that
no,
way.
I did not hit the car.
Okay.
So
Why does she think you did?
I can't
Did you
answer-
bump the car while you were parallel parking?
I can't imagine why she going like that.
Okay.
She just start that to talk to me that kind of way. I resent that.
Okay.
So when I told her that she's not talking to her husband, you understand what I mean? She said, "I'm going to car." I said, "Do what you want to do." The police came and then, you present your driver's license, stuff like that. So why should I say, "Mr. Worthing, there's no accident. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's no accident." But since
Police said that? Can I see the police report?
No, I don't have a police report.
Did he write one?
If the police write one, I would not know if the police. He's supposed to have a police report. Because
He doesn't even know you hit, that someone says you hit them with his car.
Yeah, because, I mean,
Did you ever go back to him and say, listen, there was an incident. I didn't really hit her. She thinks I hit her.
I told
Did you
him-
say that to him?
Your Honor, I told him that. I said, "Tommy, there's no accident."
No,
There's
no. That's not my question. I want you to
Okay.
listen carefully to my question. On the day that happened,
Yeah.
okay, which was October 9th of 2009,
yeah.
when you do eventually return his car, right? You don't just
Yeah,
keep
sure,
it the whole
sure,
time.
sure.
All right, when you return his car, do you say to him, listen, a lady says that I hit her car with your car, but I really didn't. But she works for the city and she called but did you mention all that to him?
No. I did not.
Why not?
To be honest with you, what should I do? There was no hitting her in the car. There was no reason for me to call.
Didn't you think that the owner of the car might have a right to know that there got police involved and that it was a city car and they may have an issue in the future?
If there was an accident. If there was an accident, I naturally would tell him. But there was nothing.
So you hid that from him? You didn't even tell him
No,
the
I
nothing
didn't-
that happened?
I didn't hide anything
Yeah,
from
well,
him.
it sort of sounds like maybe you also got that ticket and hid
No,
that too
no,
because
no,
you're
no.
a hider.
I didn't hide. No, hold a
No?
minute. Hold a
All
minute.
right. What ended up happening with the city? The city is making a demand for payment, but
Yeah.
did they end up suing you?
They intend to sue.
They intend
But
to sue.
here are the documents showing the damage on the car.
Let me see. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Him present a document.
He's presenting. Do you get it or do you not get it? The only thing the man is presenting is not like a cartoon drawing that he did that you can laugh at. He's presenting all of the documents from the city all right, over stuff you got him in trouble on while you were driving the car. What's funny about that? If it was your car that he had borrowed, do you think you would be laughing?
No.
I don't think so.
No, it's not a laughing matter, but how they going to present an accident photograph when there was no accident?
I don't know. You could tell it to the judge in that case when you get sued.
Okay.
Is this what they sent you, the photocopies like that?
Right.
Because I can't see anything in these pictures any more than you can. I can't see anything. These are useless. I need real pictures. Okay, court is in recess.
All rise. Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So does the plaintiff have to eat the cost of this towing?
Yes, sir, he does have to eat the cost of this towing.
Why?
He knowingly knew that there were 3 tickets on the car, and he didn't resolve them within the time.
Well, there were tickets in the car, but the plaintiff is saying this guy should have paid the tickets. Why should I have to pay for the towing?
Oh, he should totally pay for the towing, because if you know the tickets are there, then you have to speak up and get your cash.
But doesn't it seem unfair that this guy, this defendant, was the one that got the tickets in the first place?
Well, yeah, but then he knew for so long.
He didn't know for so long. I get your point. A little complicated going inside the courtroom.
Okay, here's the deal.
There are 2 parts to this lawsuit, and we're going to take the second part first. The second part is that you're suing for damage that the city of New York says he did with your car to a city car, and they want you to pay, and so they're sending you a demand for payment. Okay? Now, if in fact there ends up being a judgment against you for that money, you absolutely have the right to have him pay it. The thing is that I can't make that decision now because I have no idea if they're going to be able to prove that, in fact, there was $891 worth of damage. In other words, that part of your lawsuit is premature because nothing's happened yet. They haven't filed a lawsuit yet. They've just sent a demand letter. Okay? It's too early. So I'm going to dismiss that part of your lawsuit without prejudice for you to bring it up again when the time is right, after you are actually out something and the city of New York has actually filed against you and won a judgment against you. Do you understand what I am saying?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about the first part of your lawsuit, which is you got towed and there's storage fees and tow fees and all kinds of fees involved because you say he got a ticket that he ignored. He acknowledges from the beginning, yeah, that's a place I go to. Now, all of a sudden, that's a place we go to. But at the time he answered this complaint, he said, yeah, that's a restaurant I go to. I probably got that ticket. But it wasn't on the windshield. You know how tickets are always flying off the windshield without people ripping them off? Right. Okay. I don't believe that the ticket wasn't on the windshield. But I'll tell you what else I also don't believe. I also don't believe that you never knew that there was a ticket that was unpaid. Okay? Because the city sends out notices. They want to get paid. So they send out notices. All right, let's give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you somehow didn't receive the notices that the city sent about his ticket in all those years. You know how I kept telling you, why is this $399? That's not the amount of the ticket. And then you kept looking confused, and I said, help him if you have to. And you're like, no, that's all the proof I have. That's all they gave me. Well, the reason I took a recess is because I question everything. That's my job as a judge. So I went back there, and guess what I discovered? You know what I discovered, right?
No.
No? All right. You had another ticket that you fought in court, and you lost, and you had to pay $174 in January of 2010. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Yeah, but you didn't. You didn't. Right? Yeah. So you got towed for 2 tickets. His that got ignored and yours that got ignored. Got it? I think you know that because when you go to find out, so I'm a little offended that you didn't think I'd discover it, that you underestimated me. But be that as it may, there are 2 tickets that caused the tow. So I am going to divide the amount fairly between the 2 tickets. You pay your ticket that you've ignored, and he pays his ticket that he's ignored. And because the car was towed for both tickets, you split the rest of the money. Therefore, I am ordering the defendant to pay you the amount of his ticket plus half of all the storage and fees and fines and tow for a total of $564.30. Verdict for the plaintiff. That's my judgment.
Thank you.
All right, so it's a 50-50 split on the tow. Step right over here, sir. Come on over here and just come on. Tell me how you feel about the outcome here.
I don't like the outcome.
Is that fair?
No.
Why?
Because, I mean, if you get a ticket and you get a notice, and you know...
Well, you're the one who ignored the ticket, or did you ignore it or hide it? Which one?
I didn't get a ticket. I don't know anything about the ticket. It's not a question I ignore.
Well, the judge didn't believe that.
Well,
what about the friendship here?
I don't know what's going to happen to the friendship, because after almost 50 years of friendship, and we're going to go through all this kind of stuff, it's going to be a strain.
Can you put it behind you? And you can try?
We're going to have to do that.
You're going to reach out?
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that.
You're going to reach out?
Yeah.
All right, okay, nice. All right, head right down here. Okay, so, sir, come on in here. Step on in here. You thought you could hide that second ticket. You underestimated the judge, didn't you?
No, I didn't try to hide it, really, because I paid it.
I didn't hear you mention it.
No, I didn't think it was necessary.
What about your friendship with this gentleman? He's your old buddy, right?
Yes, old buddy, but I think the friendship is over.
Do you really? What if he reached out and said, hey, come on, let bygones be bygones and let's go have a beer? What would you tell him?
No, he had been dishonest.
That's it.
Over the years. 3 years, not telling me anything about the ticket and the accident, not telling me anything about it.
That's it.
That's it.
Harvey?
So real quick, there are two ways of a judge dismissing a case. Dismissing with prejudice, which means it can never be brought again, and without prejudice, which means probably the lawsuit is premature, which is the case here. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.